Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jaden, and today I'm going to be discussing why you're chopped. Well, including me. I'm chopped individual. I'm chopped individual. I don't look good. But let's get into it. So, the first thing that's making you chopped. You don't go to sleep. You go to sleep late and you play video games and you scroll till 2 a.m. Trust me, I was like that. Don't do it. I still do it from time to time. But you gotta get to sleep on time. 8 hours of sleep is even more than that. Like 8 to 9 hours of sleep is generally something you should do every day. And if you don't, you're gonna feel sluggish and exhausted, and then it affects your face. There's a big difference. And then you've got eye bags. So definitely get sleep. That's very important. Otherwise, it's gonna make you look worse. The next thing I want to talk about, just making you ugly, your diet. So, depending on what you're eating, it could definitely affect you. Like, if you're like eating junk food every day, that's not good. You're gonna get overweight and fat. And sometimes I got a brother and his metabolism's fast, but still you're gonna be unhealthy and feel like crap. You don't want to do that. Start by eating healthier. Keep track of the stuff you're eating. Definitely do that. I'm not perfect, and I'm far from. I know it's addicting when you see that ice cream. When you see that ice cream your parents got, your snacks the parents got, and you just get that urge. I want that. Oh, I want that. But you gotta fight it. Your future self is gonna thank you later. I was 200 pounds. I couldn't stop eating. I ate so much. I almost got diabetes. And on that day, I was in the doctor's, and they saw like that brown mark, you get when you're like pre-diabetic. And I got so scared, and it was what made me lock in. I was thinking, like, I can't eat like this anymore, or I'm gonna get diabetes. I gotta change. And eventually I got better and lost like I lost like 80 pounds. No, wait, 70 pounds. I was like 135 now. It gets easier. Trust me. You gotta put the work in. The next thing I want to talk about, which makes you ugly, is skincare. Yeah. When I was younger, I did not use any skincare products at all. You don't have. But then I really got into it. I'd been like the kind of guy who's like watching like all those YouTube videos saying, "Oh, use all these skincare products." Don't go crazy. You don't gotta go crazy. Well, all you gotta do, it's simple. The main 3 things I use are cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. That's all. This is all the things you need. And okay, all right, there's actually 4. Actually get an exfoliant too. because exfoliant's important. You need to get all that stuff off your skin. But I say only use it like twice a week. But yeah. And it really makes a difference. Once you start using it, you're not gonna see results right away. Of course not. But once you start using it, it will make a difference. You'll notice you look a lot different than you were before. So trust me. Do use skincare products. It'll change the way you're looking. The next thing I'm gonna say, which makes you look chopped, it's not working out. Being lazy. Listen, humans are meant to move around. We're supposed to be moving around. But times are changing. In these times, we're the laziest we've ever been in life. We don't get out as much, playing video games, on our phones, scrolling for hours. That's not good. It's not good. So, a way of getting that resolved, go to the gym. That's the easiest thing you could do. Get started. Even if it's hard, push yourself to go. You're gonna feel like crap shit at first, but it gets easier. And once you go to the gym, it changes your body. If you're fat, work on yourself. Start small. You don't have to go too crazy, but and keep going. Every week, increase the weight a little more. That's important. I didn't start going to the gym till I was 19. 19. I never was in the gym in my entire life. No wonder I got so big. And I didn't go outside. I was like a gamer. I didn't play any sports. You gotta get outside. Do something you like. Do something at least physical. Join that MMA, join that fighting class. Do something where you're moving around. That's so important. I cannot stress that enough. You need to get out. Go to the gym. You don't have to go like 7 times a week. That's crazy. Just go 3 times a week. That's all you gotta do. It's not that hard. Even go outside. If you go outside and walk for like 15 minutes. Do something. So important. And it's gonna completely change you. Once you're in the gym, you keep going, do the right things. And eventually, you're gonna get fit and you look so much better. And you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, wow, is that really me? Is this really me? And it makes a big difference. Girls are gonna start noticing you. Well, mostly guys, but but trust me, it's not just for girls. When you go to the gym, it's just to achieve. You just get a sense of purpose, and you just feel like you're so much better when you're fit. Go to the gym. The last thing I'm gonna talk about, which makes you chopped. Let me think. Hairstyle. Yeah, okay. Hairstyle. Ooh, boy. Hairstyle is so important. And grooming. Hairstyle and grooming. You gotta groom. You're getting a beard. You're growing a beard. You gotta trim. If you don't want to, if you're growing a beard, shave it. Go clean shaven, or If you like your mustache, you gotta trim it. Get that shaver. I got a shaver. When I was younger, I used to have like a really messy beard, scraggy, and everything, so patchy. But once I got a razor, I learned how to use the trimming, and it's so much better. And I'm not perfect. I don't get it right every time, but just groom yourself. It shows you're taking care of yourself, and you're gonna look a lot better. Do your eyebrows. I got thick eyebrows, so I need to go, even though I'm a guy, I need to go get them threaded twice a week. Or do it yourself. Buy those things you use, trim the hair. This is important. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Hair. Yeah, hair. Hair is like makeup for guys. Literally, hair is like so important. If you're ugly and you get a good hairstyle, it can make you from like a 4 out of 10 to like a 7 or 6 out of 10. Maybe I was exaggerating a bit, but trust me, hairstyle is so important. Find what hairstyle suits you. It's hard. When I was younger, I got no hairstyle. I had like the worst hairstyle ever. It was so bad. I just let it grow and just I didn't get a haircut. I didn't do anything. Never took care of my hair. Didn't do anything. And I looked so bad. Yeah. Learn to style your hair too. Styling the hair is hard. I get it. But now, look, I got a messy fringe style. It's not perfect, because I was just at the gym, so kind of sweating. But yeah. Get that style that suits your face. You know, even use like apps like Instagram or TikTok, and they'll help you to show what your face shape is. And you know, depending on your hair type, figure out what your hair type is, and just like experiment, see what hairstyle is the best for you. And once you get that hairstyle, if you got a bad hairstyle, even if your face is attractive, it's gonna make you look ugly. Don't get a bad style. Get a different style. Yeah. And I know you gotta find a good barber. Oh my gosh. Barbers. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started. When I was at the barber shop, I know, you guys could probably relate. I got such a bad haircut. I was like asking for like, oh, I want to get like the quiff style. You know, the brush up quiff style, the quiff style. And I even showed him a picture and everything. And you know what he gave me? This guy, he's like the guy in the back. So you know he's bad. You know this guy's bad. You know this guy's terrible. I was saying like, oh shit, no, why? I knew I was gonna get a bad haircut. I just knew it. They like pointed me to the back because I came in. I walked in, so I got like a bad barber. And honestly, what I should have did is wait, cause like, no, don't ever get your haircut from the bad barber. Oh my gosh, you'll be chopped. He'll get the hairstyle wrong, and you're gonna look so bad. Oh god, my high school days. Yeah, so you gotta find that good barber. You know, just find recommendations and reviews, and they'll tell you. Find that barber who's good for you, who knows your hair. I generally recommend a stylist, because stylists are very good. But they're a little more expensive. But just find that barber and just, yeah, you get a good style, you know, that's gonna completely change your face. Completely. Even if you're ugly, it'll change your face. Be very different. Huge improvement. Girls are gonna notice. Oh, this guy's got a good hairstyle. Oh, he's attractive. Wow. Who's this? You'll be unrecognizable. Get that good haircut. So yeah, that was everything I'm gonna be talking about today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.